Citizens, and welcome back to the verse. More salvage. We're going to pick out our vulture. Now, in my last video, I claimed it, and I'm hoping that fixes the fact that it didn't actually scrape when I was trying to scrape. I did look at my jobs that are available. Nothing really stands out as far as it's a bunch of arrows. Some things like this Titan Renegade might be okay, but it's also over at Arcal 5, which is not really close by. So I did suggest that I would try to get some panels, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can figure out how to find panels in the vulture. And we're going to stick really close to where we are. We're at Wide Forest, which is Arcal 2. We're going to go there, and we're going to just stay around here and see if there's any panels that show up. If not, we'll go check out another place. But panels are a good way to make money, because panels basically do two things. First things they do is they Let's get this moved. I guess we don't need scan right now, so might as well leave it on this. I was about to say we could have scan in case we're scanning for cargo, but we're not going to find any ships. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on out, and we're looking for panels. Now, everything has an RF signature. Basically what that means is some sort of reflection bounce back of what it is, and so by looking at that signature you can usually figure out what you're pointing at, whether it's the type of asteroid you're pointing at, whether it's a different ship. So if I hit V and tab, we start swinging around. First thing I'm actually going to do, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to go into navigation mode. That will allow me to go a little bit faster. That's better. Alright, so now we're going to go back into scanning mode, which is V. Hitting tab. And we're going to see if we have any pings show up around here. And I'll show you what I mean by RF. Ooh, although I realize this is all new. Okay, so here we go. So, if we look here, 3,500, 3,500. Look at this one, 1,900. What we're looking for is multiples of 2,000. Maybe I'm going a little bit too fast. There we go. I want to be able to get out of the way of an asteroid if I'm about to hit it. So I'm just going to ping for a bit and keep swinging around. Now this is what... Ooh. So that's 6,000. Where is that? There it is. So now, we got some panels. Now, I don't know if they fixed panels. I don't know if they're better. They used to be kind of annoying because you're trying to get to the panels, and they don't show up until you're like 100 meters away. So, kind of annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly towards it. When I get to about 3 kilometers away, I'm going to mouse up so that this part here that says Pierce, there, and that's showing me where the panels are. So now we're at about 1 kilometer away. Ooh, and there's a panel. It actually showed up. That's awesome. Alright, so now we're going to go back to our scraping mode, and we have 3 panels here somewhere. There's one there, one there. I don't know where the other one is. We'll have to find it. But we at least have 2 panels here as a start. Not the big panels, but that's alright. Again, headlights are still not working on these ships. So I'm going to just start scraping these panels. So, oh, there, the other panel just popped in. It's right there. So, let's see what I mean. You have to be really close for those panels to pop in. So, hit G for gimbaled, and that way I can stay nice and stationary and just start scanning. No need to watch me do this. We're just going to see how much I get out of this one panel. I don't see my SCU going up yet, but I've just started, so I'm hopeful that it... Oh, there you go, 0.1. So we are working. We are scraping. So I'm just going to keep going on this and see how many SUs of material I can get. Luckily, this is material that's worth a lot of money, so this is how you make a lot of your money. And I didn't have to pay for a... Didn't have to... Ooh. Okay. I didn't have to pay for a job. Okay, what I just found out is you don't have to alt mouse wheel now. I can just use mouse wheel, and that spreads open my beams so they're farther apart, or brings it back together. Mouse wheel controls the width of your beam now. That's kind of cool. Alright, so I'm going to scrape this. I'll do all 3 panels, and then we'll see how much I made. Successful salvage, 10 SU plus... hard to read. Almost another, so almost 11 SU just on those. Now, there are positives and negatives to salvaging so close to the station. The negative is someone can actually find you. Look at how close I am to the station. Look at, like, it's right there. I'm so close. Someone could easily find me and attack me, especially when I'm storing the things. But the positive thing is, if I'm really worried about that, I could just scrape, go back, put it in a hangar, and then continue on. So, not a huge deal, but I'm going to be a little bit risky, and I'm going to keep going. Now, these are the panels I just salvaged. Some complaints is that the panels don't show up on your periphery of your HUD. So before, it used to be where while you're looking at these, there'd be little marks on the side of your HUD to show you where something is close by. When they cleaned it up to make it better, they've actually made it a lot worse for salvage, a lot worse for mining, especially rock mining, but better for combat, I guess. So that, and just the fact that the panels don't necessarily show up until they're very close to you. So I'm just looking for those multiples of 2,000 again, swinging around and watching that RF change when I'm pointing at everything. So right now they're all at 1750. All of them at 1750, but there's got to be more panels around here somewhere, so I'm going to keep looking. Don't know what this is. Unknown. Is this another asteroid? Huh. Let's find out. Might be an asteroid. It is. Why is it just showing up as unknown? That's weird. Okay. I'm going to put my pierce down so I'm getting a wider view while I'm doing this. 19. So I'm going to keep scanning around, see if I can't find any more panels. No need for you to follow along with this. I wasn't really paying attention to how long it took me to actually get those panels scraped. It was quite slow. That's because I'm using the cinch scrapers, not the like a braid or something like that. Because my plan is, instead of buying scrapers, I eventually want to take a vulture salvage job, which I haven't seen any show up yet. Arrow, origin, arrow. I might have to do some more arrow jobs, but if I can find a vulture job, I'm going to try to take the mining heads off there and see if I can upgrade with those. So that's my plan. So I've kind of swung around to face the station again. I do want to try to get farther from the station if possible while I'm doing this. So I'm going to keep doing this. Oh, I should be in scan mode so I see that RF signature. All right, wish me luck. There we go. There's a big signal. 10,000. So 5 panels. That's good. So when we get about 3 away again, we're going to up our pierce. Now I'm going a little fast. So, oh, that's not good. It might be too close now. This is the issue with, hold on, let me set my speed to a more reasonable speed. Now I gotta find it again. So we're gonna... Oh, I wasn't in... The quantum jump and the... There you go. So that's saying it's here. We're gonna go nice and slow. We're gonna try to find this. Yeah, definitely I've messed this up. I've got to back away until these show up again. And this is the issue you have with, well, with flying too fast, which is what I was doing, but also with the panels not showing up unless you're super close. That if you mess up, like I did, they just don't appear and you can't see them. So now if I back away, hopefully, there we go. So they're there. Now we're gonna move slower this time. First things first, set our speed to about 100. Go back to here. Alright, so let's try this. Once we get about 3 kilometers away, this time we'll up our pierce, and that should show us exactly where they are. Again, without having them show up on the edge of the screen, it is going to be a bit harder for me to actually see the panels when I am trying to locate them. Alright, so they're in here somewhere. There's one. Yes. Yes. And this is where we run into a problem. If only panels show up, like there's another one right there, one right there, one right there. There is 5 panels around here somewhere, but if they don't pop in, because you're not close enough, but you can't show them on a ping, you could actually lose some of these panels. So I'm going to scrape these, see how we do. So I'm going to point out a couple things as I finish scraping up this panel here. First of all, if you look up in this location right here, while I'm scraping, it'll give you a percentage. See, mine says 12%. That tells you how much you have left on your panel, so that if you see like 2% and you don't feel like trying to search out for those little 2%, that's totally fine. But if you see, 14 or 15, check the other side, check a corner. You've lost a significant amount of that panel. So stopping here, I got 7%. Now, looking at these 2 circles here, as I mouse over, see there was a 2 for a second. I got a little bit there, 3%. And so you can kind of go through and you can kind of get some of that last little bit. The next thing to do, hit F4, hold Z, and we can see, we can look around for the panels. We see there's one up there, there's 2 over there, there's 1 there. Center yourself up, let go of Z, hit G because my gibbles were on, point to the next one, hold Z to like lock myself in place again. And there we go. Like this is how you can find them since they're not showing up. It gives you the ability to kind of like look around your ship and try to find other things without swinging your whole ship around. So kind of handy. So we'll continue on scraping. Oh, this is a good panel. This is also what I'm talking about, where I can scrape this side of the panel here, but then there's also this part up here. So you'll notice when I'm scraping that once I scrape this whole side, it would still say a relatively large amount up here where it says 100% right now. So this is what I was just talking about. Going through this panel, I'm pretty close to getting this all scraped, but the percentage is showing as 35%. So this is how you can tell that you have more to scrape that you're missing, because there's definitely not 35% of the panel showing here. Just this last little bit here on the top, and we are done. And then we're gonna have to go and find the rest, but I know where it is. It's just on the other side. So this top here, right where I'm scraping now, is actually a curved section, and so I just got to go around to the other side and we'll be able to get the rest of the panel. But it's a good way to find out if you're missing something. With ships, it's a little bit harder because ships have sections for different area. A wing might give you a percentage of left on the wing, then the engine, then the hull. But if we look here, it still says 30%. So if we come up on this side, this is the remainder here. So we're able to scrape the remainder of this panel, and then we're going to keep on scraping the rest of the panels. On a little panel like this, you're also going to be able to see how the colors change. So see right now, this is a green panel. 100% of the material is still on there. And we're going to start scraping. It's got a blue to it right now. Well, we scrape. And we're already at 75%. Now at about 65, it's turned to yellow. And as we get closer to about 35%, there we go, it is now red. So that can kind of also give you an indicator about how much RMC is left on the panel that you're working on. This works with ships as well. The different sections of the ship will light up different colors depending on how much hull still exists on them. This is also handy when you're trying to scrape all the panels around. You can just look red, 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 green, red. So we know that this is the panel we're going for. Very handy when you got a clump of panels here. See how that panel disappeared? Because I got just too far away. It's this one right here. Look at it. You can see it? Gone. That's how close you have to be for these panels to show up. That's what makes panel salvaging right now quite hard, is because you have to be basically on top of them in order to see them. That's been the case for a while now, and I don't know how it is such a hard thing to fix, but it's been like that, and it is it's very annoying as far as salvaging panels go. Here's a neat bug. The sound messed up, and it's actually quite peaceful. Just the whoosh of the suction, not having to listen to the beams. Kind of a neat thing. Not game breaking, but also not intended. Interesting. So another little error here. I did find some panels. There's one there. There's one here. But you notice it's not showing me any salvageable here. It's not showing me any percentage here. None of these, even though they are full panels, are showing up. Which is too bad because there's a lot here. So if that happens, I don't think it's worth it to try to get them to work. I say just move on, look for other panels. But unfortunately, would have been a good haul, but those ones are not working. That's too bad. So, as I finish up here, quick question for everyone. Looking up in this corner up here, every once in a while, a name is popping up. Over and over and over again. Now, I've gone to Pyro Gateway, HRL2, ArcL2, ArcL1. There we go. Captain Carnage. Constantly popping up. Why does that happen? Does somebody know? Alright. Filler station full. I have all of this I can still salvage. However, I think we're calling it quits, and I will show you why. So I'm going to go to my cargo area here. And as you can see, if this opens, is it going to open? Why is this not opening? It might be because of how full it is. The door might be jammed. Oh, you know what? The door is open. This is just the boxes. Yes. This is how full it is. I have jam-packed it full of boxes. So, we're full. We're full. Packed to the gills. It's funny that the door's open. I didn't even notice that happened. I'm a litter bug. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. It was on that shelf. I thought it was on there, so it must have fallen off. So we are full. We have, I think, 21 boxes, maybe, in the hold, plus another 13 here in the buffer. So we should be able to make quite a bit of money. So I'm gonna go to Area 18. Ooh. Area. Oh, it's all no space. That's why. Gonna go to Area 18. And we're gonna unload. And we're gonna see how much we managed to get. So, pretty good. I've just been taking it easy. This would definitely be better with slightly faster scrapers. But again, that's not what I'm going for. I just wanted to see what is the biggest amount of money I can make scraping panels. So I've really jam-packed this place full. So I'm going to fly to Area 18, I'm going to go land there, and then in the hangar, I'm going to start unloading. These clouds are looking awesome. Look at this. Ooh, that is thumbnail worthy. Let's just kind of... Yes. That's cool. I like this. That looks amazing. All right. And we may actually be landing in the daylight. Let's find out. Yeah, I like it. That looks awesome. Some really high thunderstorm clouds, I'm guessing, reaching up to the higher atmospheres. That looks so cool. Ooh, ooh, it is. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be cloudy. It's gonna be late. Alright. I'm guessing it is ahead. Let's get down under the cloud cover. And from there we're gonna find... Let's put a radar ping out. Yeah, that looks like it's right there. Okay. We're gonna fly through the clouds. Get ourselves to Riker. Always exciting to come through the clouds. One of these days, I'm gonna have the extreme luck of plowing into a ship. It's kind of a straight line through those clouds. That's interesting. Coming the other way. We'll see. See if that ever happens. Ooh, it's kind of dark under the clouds. So what do you guys think so far? How are you enjoying me building my way up with the salvage? I'm thinking I might do this along with a prospector next, so what do you think about that? Would you like to see me doing some prospecting, maybe some rock mining, maybe some... Ooh, I like those little, like, dragons chasing each other. Maybe something I don't normally do. Maybe I'll take some missions where I'm like the entrenched bounties in the caves. Maybe I'll do something like that. Give those a try. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do. So many things I could do. So where do you think we're going to be? Left or right? I think left.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I don't know why I keep saying landing complete. I haven't landed yet. Give me a... Can you give me a hanger? Hello? Alright. Oop. What was that? Gateway granted. There it is. It's just a little... Just needed to think about it a little bit. Slow down to about 110. Maybe about 50. Landing gear down, and we're gonna angle ourselves. To be able to really unload this quite easily, so. Perfect. Was that too close? I don't think so. Should be pretty good. Alright. Engines off. Now, I have to exit. Those are weird words. I have to exit from the front because, as you saw, this is full. We are full. So I'm gonna unload this, come back to you guys with this unloaded so you can see how many crates I managed to get, how many SCU I managed to get. No need to watch me do this, because once I get this unloaded, I'm gonna have to take the buffer and empty the buffer at the same time. So I'll see you in a moment. And we are almost there. One more. That should be the last of them. And I got a lot more than I had originally thought. So I've divided it into two halves here. This is the buffer. This is what I managed to fit in there. So 26 over here and another 13 here gives me 39. 39 boxes. That's pretty awesome. So we're gonna put those down. Oh, I should get rid of. Let's do this first. Holster. There we go. Put those in our warehouse. I'm gonna store our ship. Why doesn't it let me turn? Close. There we go. Did I break the doors that they're permanently open now? If so, that's awesome. How do I do that with the MSR? So we're gonna move our ship so we're not kind of off the edge of our platform. There we go. Looks good. Move it back, over. Beautiful. Store this, and then we're gonna head to. Oh, it was already open. We're gonna head to sell.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
What? What?
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Again, to explain the CIG, this is why people are claiming perfectly good ships. How come it tells me to claim it? That is obviously there. Alright, I'm just going to leave it there. Off to sell. Look at this! I've never noticed that the Big Benny's shirt is animated. That's cool. Whoever you are, dude, I like your glasses. And I like your Big Benny. And I love crews. Although, I love red crews, but all I found were these green crews. And unlike last time, I'm not gonna litter. Look like a female Jason Momoa from whatever Fast and Furious he was in. What the? My mustache goes away when I put the helmet on. Oh, it's blurry. Well, I mean, it doesn't fully go away, but it goes away a little bit. I like that shirt. I like that it moves. I had never noticed that before. Although, Not a lot of people wear clothes. That was one thing I was hoping they would talk about in SystemCon, and there's the upcoming clothing inside Star Citizen. I would really like it if wearing clothing, as opposed to wearing armor and a helmet all the time, would actually give you a bonus when you're trying to sell something, when you're trying to go to a TDD. Like, I can't wear my motorcycle helmet into a bank, so why should I be able to wear a space helmet into the trade district here? Although I'm going to do it now. But I wonder, in the future, if I wear Ninetail stuff because it looks cool, but I'm in Stanton, am I going to get in trouble? We'll see. Alright, TDD, we've got 80,000? 88,534. We are definitely making a lot more money today. So, what is our final total? What'd I say? 39? 39 boxes? I think that's what I had. Let's see. 39 SCU, 12,700 each. 496,000. Basically, $500,000 in one run, one panel run. And it didn't cost me anything to do. I didn't have to take any jobs. All I had to do was search for those panels, and I made $500,000 in the Vulture. That's crazy. That's awesome. So, if I want to eventually get into where I'm doing prospecting, it's not going to take me long filling up the Vulture to be able to get enough money to do a little bit of prospecting. Although I don't know I'm going to do panels anymore now that I've done them. I definitely need to go find a job with a Vulture in it so I can try to loot some more scrapers and see if there's any better ones there. Also, some of those jobs, they tend to have Quantanium or gold in the cargo, so I think that's what I'm going to be doing next. So until next time, thank you so much for sticking with me. This is a bit of a longer one than it was last time, but pretty fruitful. $500,000. I am super jazzed about that. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like this. Please give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye, everybody, and I hope to see you all soon in the verse.